Well, hello friends. Welcome to another episode or another video. I want to apologize for yesterday's video. The audio was real bad. Hopefully this one's better. In a way, it was a good thing, because I can probably show you a few good traits that we caught this morning. Let me show it to you real quick. Go to account history right here. And there were a total of, let me check, all the way in the bottom. There was a total of 4 traits, and you can see it right there. 621, 621, 621, 621. There's 20 pips plus on each one. And you can see that 4 traits, 4 wins so far this week. These are real traits. This is a live account. You can see that. I can't lie to you. You can just read it right there. Pretty much. Alright, let me close this. And so you know what I'm looking for pretty much on the simplicity system is this triple arrows. As soon as the triple arrow shows up, I look down. And if I got the momentum, long term, short term, momentum above the 100, momentum, and the MACD above the 0 line, we're going to a trade. I was able to catch this, and like I said, I'm only going for, so far I'm trying to grow the account by 20 pips at a time. I did like 25 in this one. Then I only went to this high right there. But this still looks like good trade. When we're gonna see how it develops during the week. Pretty much, I'm waking up in the early. There's a special timing that we're doing this strategy. And once you get, your too easy system or simplicity, is all explained there. I cannot, talk about it strictly because it's one of the teachings that Uncle B does to his to the students. So I gotta respect that. Okay, so let's look it up. Let's see what can happen for tonight. This looks good right there. It's in the sell zone. If this gives us triple arrows, we're gonna look to see if all our indicators are lined up in the same direction, and then a strength indicator, and we go into a trade. GP CAD, sorry, NCD CAD, Alt CAD. This looks like a good continuation trade. Yesterday videos, I know there was a bad audio, but I took like 10 minutes to kind of give some tips to you guys, to the group, on how to read price action. So I'll probably do it again. I'm gonna do it shorter this time. Why don't we analyze this pair right here and see if we have a chance for the continuation trade? Okay, real quick. Let me go to a clean chart over here. That's a clean chart. I only have the 50. I'm gonna teach you guys how to read price action. Okay. You can clearly identify swings, right? This is one swing. This is the top of the swing. This is one swing. There's no doubt about that. I'm looking at the daily right now. Okay. And this is a bigger swing on the daily. Obviously, you can see that. But now the market is coming on the daily. It's coming in a downtrend so far. Okay. So if I go in the 4-hour, we're gonna analyze this right here. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it in the 4-hour. Okay. So let me move this forward a little bit. Okay, this is our that's 4-hour swing in the Allcat, and we're gonna analyze this one. Okay, first of all, you got to pick a starting point. That's our starting point right there. Boom. Okay. Then the market, it just drops, or it does an impulse, and then it does a correction. Okay, once you see that the market does an impulse and then starts reversing, you can put yourself a nice, excuse me, this becomes a major point right there. And for the matter of time, I'm going to try to mark all the major points as quick as possible. Let's see if I can do that. Oops. How do I copy this? Let me see if I can. There it goes. So that was a major point. This becomes a major point. Major point. Yeah, major point right here, but or zone. Now this is a zone. You can see why right there, and then I'm gonna show you why. Okay. Let's mark all the major zones that, or the major points that I can see. Okay, I am only going to analyze this point, alright? Just so here, this swing right here. Okay, so every time the market does a swing, it's going to do a correction. All the time, okay? That's how you know that the pair is trending, because it does a swing, correction, and then it breaks that previous zone, or the major point. It breaks it right here. It goes lower, so that's trending already. And then it goes for a correction again. I forgot to put, I'm going to put a zone there too. Does a correction. It breaks the other one. It breaks this part now. It goes up. It breaks right here to the low. It goes up. And then it breaks this one now. So it's a good exercise to do this. Believe me, if you started doing it, you're going to start identifying good trends right away. So it breaks it low. Now this becomes a major zone, and you have this major zone there too, and then it breaks one more time right there. Okay, so all I'm doing at this point, it's just identifying the trending market, because this zones right there normally are important in the future too, and you're gonna notice that. All right, so once you have this, for example, one second. Okay, now I don't know if you can see what's going on here. Let me make this a little bigger. When do you know if that trend is going to change? Is when the last important major zone or high is broken to the opposite side. Okay, so we're going down, and then it starts going up right here. And if you see to the left right there, and you need to have, in this right here is not broken, you need to have a broke and a close above this high right here, because this is the last previous high. So this didn't break it yet, okay, but it rebounds from that point right there. But if we look to the right more, you can see that it's broken here. Okay, so the next important part, and before I go too far, a good exercise to do is to mark also your lines right here. Just mark your lines. It's a good exercise to do this, to identify trends, to identify major zones, where the market can rebound over and over again. Like if you mark this in the past, and then you mark this, and then you mark this, you notice that that was important zone right there. So every time that the market goes right there, it's going to give you an entrance. If I go, I'm going to give you another very special trick. If once I notice this, if I go to the 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes, you will find, I can almost guarantee you will find a double top right here, an M pattern, but on the smaller time frames. Okay? And then it just bounces from there. And I'm going to create a important swing because it broke that one. So if you notice, swing, swing, and I created an important impulse here because it broke that. Correction, important because it broke this. And now we're going to do it again. Let's pick a point. Let's say it was that one. And then from here, we're going to go lower right here. And let's see, make it a little smaller here. Then a correction again to any zone here. It could be this zone or it could be this zone. It ended up being in the same zone. You will notice a change of direction if this market starts going up and it breaks the previous, okay, or it breaks that one right there. So right now we're involved in this zone. It goes up and then breaks it down again. So I'll put it line. I hope I'm making myself understand it, but I'm trying to do it in a rush so I don't take much of your time. So lower, lower low, it's a lower high. All these are highs. These are called highs. They're lower, lower high, and all the bottom are lower lows. This is price action right here. And then the market starts going up. And we got to check if any of this areas like this or like this is broken or not. And it's not broken. The moment it breaks up, it has a reaction. It brokens and closes up. And then it comes and retests this zone right here. And it goes up. Comes again, retests. It goes up. Then comes again. And then you can mark this smaller areas right there. But you can see smaller time frame price action right there. Okay, so you can follow this, you know, in the 4 hour if you want, but let's get it going. So the next swing is not this one, but is this one over here because it broke this high right here and this high over here. So it's this one right here. And then the next one is this one here, because this one, in other words, this one it becomes legit when it breaks the previous high every time. Okay, so there it goes. Now we can start going down. This is the previous low. It's not broken here, but it's broken here. You can see that, so I'm not going to count this as a reversal, but it's going to be this one because this swing broke this one, the previous one. Now it's corrected up, and this becomes legit because it breaks this one right here. Okay, so that's how you mark these lines right here to know. But all these areas could be very, very important in the future. Okay, so now we're right here, and this doesn't break. Let me see. It's got to be like convincing breakdown, so it barely did it right there. So we're not going to count it. So we're going to count this whole thing as a correction. But this move did break this low right here. Okay. So boom. Let's keep going. Okay. It corrects right here. And let's see if this breaks this low. Definitely this move breaks this low. So boom, right there. Does this low break this one? Yeah, you know, it's a break and a close. So that's good. So I'm gonna go up right there. Oh, sorry about that. And this is going to give you confidence, you know, that learning how the markets are moving, because there's could be correction, impulses, correction. The impulses normally are going to be the ones that are breaking the lows if we're in a downtrend. And obviously we're in a downtrend here. And let's say this is a correction, and I can see that's an impulse because it breaks this low, right? So I'll mark that correction, and then I'll mark the impulse. So I know I'm in a downtrend on this pair. Let's say we are here, and listen, this is going to be the most important part to know when you're in a downtrend or an uptrend, or if you're changing directions. If I'm right here and this starts moving like this is going to be considered a downtrend unless this move would move all the way to the top over here and break it to the top. Then that's a change of direction already. But as long as this move stays below that low right there, I'm waiting to this to go down at any time. Okay, down, up, and always lower, down, up, lower. And now we are, let's look at the last high right here. So we can look to the right. It is broken already. You can see that right there. So my next, we're going right there. And guess what? Now this move is dictating. I know we have this price action right here, but as long as this doesn't break to the top, we are still in a downtrend. Okay, so I know that we're in a downtrend in the 4-hour. So let's look the triple arrow now. Once I do the analysis like that, I can go to my triple arrow, and voila, right in the 4-hour, I got a triple arrow already. That is telling me that, okay, maybe this is the bottom of a trend, and it can change direction. Now, one of the things that I've seen in my trading career is you always have an impulse, correction, and an impulse. And remember, Uncle P called this a square pants when he goes an impulse, and then it's going to do a long correction like that. And it's very possible that at any time this can just jump up. Let's look at the daily and see how this looks. It is very possible, okay, for this one to go up, down, and up. Anything can happen, right? This can just go down and broke this low, and this is going to continue lower. But if this is just a bigger, it's a correction on the daily. I mean, it's a big move. 1, 2, 3 move. So it is very, very possible. So are we going to check this in the next days? Remember, it's the AutoCAD, just as a study for us, okay? See if it does that move or if it breaks that low. If it breaks that low, we're just going to continue marking our price action. It's a good exercise for you guys to learn how to read the price action, and you can tell a whole lot better the direction of the market. That way you can stay away from trades when you have to, and go into trades with more confidence also. Okay, so spend a long time on that one. So if you're interested in getting this system, triple arrow, I have a link below the video. Today I was able to cut up more than 80 pips just in one morning. You don't need a lot of pips to make good money. You just need 10, 20 pips a day. That's all you need to make good money. If you have a plan and strategy to get that consistently, meaning that you're winning 8, 7 trades out of 10, you'll make good money. You just got to work on your discipline. I got to work on my discipline too and get better. And for the last 6 weeks, I've been doing it pretty good. I mean, following by the book, the strategy, and it's been working out. Well, thank you, friends. I'm going to see you guys back on Wednesday one more time. Thank you for all new subscribers. Please click that like hand right there in the bell. And thank you for the subscribers that let me know that had no good audio. I wouldn't know about that if you guys didn't tell me. Thank you so much. I erased that video already, but let's get it going. Please don't feel bad if you're not there yet. Just stick, keep it going. Try to work on discipline. And if you have any questions, please let me know. God bless you all. Be safe.